Alright, let's go into the game. Charizard, alone Exeggutor. Oh man, mirror match. Alone Exeggutor, Gyarados, Dragonite, Gengar, and Golem. Golem, very good Pokemon. It's his default Stealth Rock, so user. He has 2 Dragon types, which means we're going to get a ton of value off of Poliwrath's Ice Punch. And let's see. Potentially Mega Charizard too. So he has a bunch of big physical attackers. It's going to be really hard to use Muck. So we might have to just throw Muck away mid-game. Because, it's, like I said, it's going to be really, really hard to use it in this exact situation. I think leading Eevee's fine. It really sucked to lose Eevee to a Charizard lead. But he should not be leading Charizard. Leading Charizard is not a good lead here. If anything, he leads Gyarados, Golem, or Charizard. But, like, I really don't think he should be leading Charizard. I think leading Charizard is a disrespect to me and my family. Don't disrespect my family by leading Charizard. You disrespect me and my family! Oh, my goodness. Alright. Disrespect my whole family. He's gonna Outrage. Outrage is better than Flare Blitz in this situation. I have to go for this. That sucks. That really sucks. I tell you what, chat. I get no respect. I get no respect. Yep, he's gonna go Mega X. We'll be able to be fine here. Paralyzing this guy's not that big a deal. It's better than nothing. You know, there's the Outrage. Just like I said, we should be able to live the Outrage. If we don't, he has to have, like, Adamant, like, super high roll. Yeah, but we live it. If you only wanted one thing to return Gen 8, would you want items or abilities back? I'd rather have Eevee's back if I had to pick. Alright, so in this situation, it's probably better to put up the screen, just because. Yeah, it's better to put up the screen here. It's not about dealing damage. It's about getting the value. He's stuck using Outrage, so like he could just use Outrage. It's fine. Yeah, light screen up. And he'll be able to KO. We get the KO here. Can't believe we went Charizard. That kind of just makes me mad. Because, like, it's not even good against Aerodactyl with an Outrage. Alright, let's see. I gotta go Aerodactyl. I don't really want to. But he's stuck using Outrage still. So it's possible we can get a KO with Rock Slide. It's possible. I wouldn't say it's 100% gonna happen. But then he's gonna send out his Golem, so he's gonna be able to get free rocks out of this. I think I'm gonna try and trade rocks with him, though. So hopefully this KOs. Abilities are definitely better than items. The thing about items is they create like a 50-50 matchup a lot of the time. We have to respect like certain item choices. Never lucky, miss the Rock Slide, 100%. 100% never lucky, miss the Rock Slide. That might just lose me the game. He's gonna be confused here. Let me think about this. I have to go for Rock Slide. He's gonna switch. Let's actually do this. Let's try this. He's gonna stay in. He's confused and paralyzed. Is he really gonna stay in? Can't believe I missed that Rock Slide, by the way. Never lucky. I'm gonna go for Stealth Rock and then Toxic. I think he's gonna switch a Golem in here. I already showed that I have an affinity for using Rock Slide, so we should switch in the Golem. He shouldn't be afraid of Earthquake. He shouldn't be afraid of it. He should be like, this is a free chance to save my Charizard and get Stealth Rocks up. That's what he should be thinking. Yep. Here's the Golem. I think this is totally fine. So rocks up. Watch how we play this round. This is gonna be pretty good. He's gonna get rocks up. Like, I can't stop the rocks, right? Rocks going up is just something that it's gonna have to happen. But I really do think that, like, Aerodactyl's so good. Because, like, look at what he has. He has Gyarados, Dragonite, and a Gengar. So what we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna Roost here. Because we know he's gonna be using Stealth Rocks, right? So we're gonna Roost. If he stays in and goes for, like, a Rock Slide, also, it won't KO. Because we're losing our flying typing. This is susceptible to Earthquake. That's it. Superpower. Oh, no, it's also susceptible to Superpower. Ah! You tricked me. I've been tricked. Why didn't you go Poliwrath instead of Aerodactyl there? The reason why we went Aerodactyl is because all we had... So if we go Aerodactyl in that situation, we have a situation where we get Rocks Up. Which we did get a Rocks Up, but we should have been able to just hit the... The plan was to KO the Charizard, right? And if we KO the Charizard, we can then set up rocks, trade rocks with the Golem, which is what I wanted to do. And then we switch out of something to mitigate that damage, like our Poliwrath. And then so we have like a +1, you know, turn advantage here, because we can still send out Poliwrath right here, or Starmie and be absolutely fine. I think I'm gonna send the Starmie out because he still doesn't have his rocks up, and I really want to deny them as long as possible. But yeah, that kind of sucks. Because also, like I said, it's a lot more valuable to have Poliwrath at full HP because he has 2 Dragon types in his team. And so, like, if I ever send out Poliwrath, he might switch to Exeggutor Wallace. Also, like, Aerodactyl isn't as valuable, and I have recovery moves on Aerodactyl versus Poliwrath doesn't have any. So I think this is fine. We're just going to go for a Scald and see what we get done. Superpower Golem. I mean, I use it on Golem too. It's on the Golem set that I talked about in my top 5 ground types video. I think it's on that one. Superpower is really good. It's only there for the Snorlax matchup. It's only there to catch Snorlax on the switch in. But it's enough of a reason. Snorlax after 2 ticks of rocks. So let's see actually what he switches into. Gyarados. This is fine. So Scald, can we get a burn? So rocks damage plus a Scald. If we get the burn here, even if he goes Mega, we still should probably get a Thunderbolt KO. Burn, burn, burn! Damn. I mean, it's still the right play to go for Thunderbolt. He already Mega'd. I'm an idiot. We're fine. He already Mega'd with that Zard. You're already dead. Alright, Gyarados, take that L. There's no L in Gyarados, but you can just add it in there. So Ice Punch wouldn't KO since his Zard was already Soul Repair. So Ice Punch, you know Zard's not weak against Ice, right? Like Waterfall's stronger, and it would not KO. It would not KO. The thing is, like, we would have to eat Outrage if we sent out Poliwrath. If I were to Waterfall that Charizard with Poliwrath, it'd probably do about 60% tops. Actually, I wouldn't even do 60. It would do about 50% because Charizard X is really, really, really bulky. So let's see. What do I switch to in this situation? Muck's actually a decent switch in here. And like I said, Muck's relatively useless in this team. This is okay. I'm actually okay with this. Yep. Yeah, it's a Fire Dragon. So yeah, Poliwrath looked really good there, but I'd like to save Poliwrath for a situation where I know I can get something done. I'm just going to switch him up. Muck's pretty good here. He's probably going to Outrage, which is like completely fine. I have no problem. I want to soften this thing up. So we'll actually see how this goes. Do you see Ice Beam on Starmie? He looked at my moveset and he saw Thunderbolt, Scald Psychic, and so he has to assume that the last move would be Thunder Wave, because like what I've done through getting like 1 million views in like 3 months is I've pretty much made the Starmie moveset that you see that's popped around ladder with Thunder Wave. A lot of people don't run Ice Beam anymore. He risked it for the Bista tier. Like I guarantee you, if like I Ice Beam his Exeggutor. By the way, Exeggutor can live Ice Beam from Starmie. He probably would have just ran. And so he was like, you know, sometimes when you're back to the wall, you do have to take a risk. Because, like, what else would you send out? You know, would you send out his Dragonite? No. Gengar, he can't Mega, so Starmie outspeeds one shots with Psychic. He can't send out Golem. It's obvious he has to risk it all in Exeggutor right there. So he actually did the right play. It's not ballsy. It's like your back's to the wall, so you have to play your outs. I think I'm actually just gonna go for a Crunch. I want to soften this thing up, but I also would like to soften the Golem. So yeah, he couldn't have switched anything else. He has to respect my Starmie because, again, he doesn't know that I'm modest yet, but he has to respect the fact that Starmie base speed 115 outspeeds Gengar base 110. So he's withdrawing. It's going to be Golem most likely. It's most likely going to be Golem. Yep. And I'm completely fine with this. I think I might switch to... Well, actually, do you think he's going to self-destruct? He's already shown a bunch of really weird moves. That particular gets blown back by an Ice Beam. Yeah, but Starmie doesn't stab Ice Beam, so that's like another part of it. I'm gonna switch an Exeggutor. If he has Explosion, that sucks, but we should be able to live and then force him to come out with something that's slow. So let's see. I think he's just putting up Stealth Rocks, actually. I think he's gonna take this turn to set up a Stealth Rocks because he really doesn't know what else to do. EQ? Totally fine. Absolutely fine. We're actually gonna Psychic. Actually gonna use Psychic. 1 through 22. Alright, cool, cool. Oh. But so, what if he's like, careful though? You know? What if he's like, calm? He could have had the chance to live it. He's expecting a Mega Drain. So if he's expecting a Mega Drain, he might switch to Dragonite. He might switch to Gengar. He might switch to Alolan Eggy. So we're actually just going to put up a Psychic. Because it'll actually do a lot against Golem. Wow, I actually stayed in. That's actually fucking raw. This still might KO. Extra big damage! Exeggutor, strongest Pokemon, modest nature. Someone give me that calc. How much damage does a Psychic do to a Golem? He kept me honest there. I wonder if he was going for the Explosion then. Or if he's just going for like a YOLO Stealth Rocks. Either way, I would have been completely fine, I think. Guaranteed after Rocks? You're right, Rocks are there. Alright, in this situation, will he use Sub? Let me think about it. If he uses Agility here, we have Poliwrath, we're fine. Yeah, we just need to chip him. We don't even need to chip him. So, Sleep Powder is the best play here, but it's not like even like amazing. Fire Punch, wow. That is not optimal. Outrage does more damage than that. He got a burn. No! Rocks are up, yeah. So, Fire Punch is a 75 base, and Fire Punch is a 75 base power, so it's doubled, goes to 150, but like Outrage is a 120 base stab, it goes up to 180 off of Outrage. Like, he would have actually KO'd us, probably, if he used Outrage. But, I guess we take those. Just going for Psychic here, and note that he was faster than me, so he has to be asleep this turn. Why did both Eggies have 4 times weakness? I think that's actually a good thing. If you think about any Pokemon that's ever been good in like any format, like really good, like really dominant, or a lot of the dominant Pokemon, they have 4 times weaknesses. Gliscor 4 times weak to Ice, Scizor 4 times weak to Fire, Ferrothorn 4 times weak to Fire, both Exeggutors 4 times weak, Garchomp 4 times weak, Salvins 4 times weak. Like what they do is they sacrifice, you know, having a 4 times weakness to dominate in all other matchups for the most part. So it's really really good. I think he's switching us to block a Leech Seed, and I'm like, no chance. That's what you got. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Exeggutor so big, and I got 3 turns left to live. We take those. Taking it. Outrage would have been stronger because Fire Punch. That's what I said. I went through that whole explanation already. I didn't say Fire Punch was stronger. I said Outrage was stronger the whole time. All right. So Eggy goes down. I win the Exeggutor mirror match. I'm the most dominant thing on 2 legs. You know, actually, one thing that really actually ticks me off, for those who don't know, I went to college for horticulture, which is like studying plants and gardening habits. It's not botany. Those are 2 different things. Like making plants like at a cellular level and like botany stuff, that's one thing. Stab's away 60? No. No. Stab is, so we're gonna look at Psychic here. Psychic is a 90 base move. Same type attack bonus. Makes it so you take 50% of the power of whatever move you're using and add it onto your power. So this is a 90 base, right? So what's half a 90? 45. So that makes Psychic 90 base stab go up to 135 base. Yeah. Just go for Psychic here, stop him from subbing. Sludge Bomb, completely fine. But yeah, I went to school for horticulture, like planting stuff, and actually my biggest pet peeve in the whole world, the #1 thing I do not like in the universe is palm trees. I hate palm trees. The only thing I just really just grinds my gears is palm trees. I like Exeggutor. I don't like palm trees. Palm trees, every place you've ever seen someone put a palm tree is incorrect. The way their root system works, they go around really deep and they go out really wide, and they really mess with like irrigation and like pipes and like your house. And I see people put them like in their front yard, and I'm like, that's not what those are for. Or they put them like really close next to their house, and it's like, oh my gosh, it just literally tilts the shit out of me. Getting was my favorite first gen man, called a shiny Ghastly. Yo, that's awesome. But yeah, like palm trees grind my gears. But I like Exeggutor. I like regular Exeggutor because he's not a real palm tree. He's trying his best to not tick me off. Oh, I could talk about plant stuff all day. I love doing that stuff. Shadow Ball. That's your best shot. It's your best shot. We block those, though. L, Dark Typing. Get that out of there. Remember, he has a Dragonite and a Charizard that are both status conditioned. Found a shiny Larvitar on Go. That's awesome. I only have a couple shinies in Go. I have a Mawile. I have a shiny Mawile. That was so sick. That's one thing. When I went to college for plants and stuff like that for horticulture, everyone's like, you just want to grow pot. And I'm like, I don't do any of that shit at all. And so like it was really hard to get like the trust and respect from my teachers, because like a lot of people just thought I was there to grow pot. And I've struggled with that like a lot. It's really hard to be, you know, like judged for something that you don't even do. And yeah, it wasn't legal when I went to college in California. But yeah, when I just embrace it, because like you're trying to like you're fucking in school. That's why. And like I said, it was not legal. And there's a bunch of other reasons why. I grew up in foster care because my parents were like serious drug addicts, and so like I was completely against all that stuff. So that's just me though. That's just my backstory, I think. Outrage, yo, extra thick. There are palm trees in the order, yo. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. And the last mon is Dragonite, right? Dragonite actually hasn't started its sleep turns yet, so I think it's alright. Whatever, we take those wins. Undefeated streak remains. Undefeated streak remains. Dude, we never lose. Never lose, always win. It's kind of, it's the closest experience I can have to that, Barbarian. Like, it's the closest possible thing I can relate to that. I didn't want to make like that analogy, but like, it's really hard, like, getting the respect and stuff like that from like your old ass teachers. Think about it. I would go to a class, right? And it'd be like me and like 20 other students that are all old people. No one wants to like graduate in gardening. You know? How's it going? It's going flawless. We're waiting for this guy to send out his Dragonite. But like, if like gardening and nursery practices are your major, think about like the demographic that you have to like hang out with, you know? Old people. Dragonite shouldn't be able to do anything at this point in the game. Even if we were to like wake up, we actually saved our Poliwrath the whole game, so it's super good. Super, super good to save our Poliwrath. Didn't even need Poliwrath. Didn't even need the best Pokemon against this guy's team to beat his team. Is there a list order to follow to battle you, or is it first arrived, first served? We're not battling anybody. So, that's the list. Yeah, let's see if we can get more sleep turns. More sleep turns. Show me those sleeps. Taking a nice fat nap, Dragonite. Oh yeah, Muck. Give me those W's. Careful, Muck. Wins again. It's got a good team though. Very good team. Here we go. Survey says Pikachu, Hitmonchan, Mewtwo, Omastar, Snorlax, Moltres. So Moltres being a Pokemon, we don't actually see that often. Partner Pikachu is a bit of a problem because we're running like Poliwrath, Aerodactyl, Starmie. We're going to have to use a lot of Muck and Exeggutor to be able to deal with that. Aerodactyl historically can fight Partner Pikachu if I go Mega, if I have Earthquake, which he has to respect my option to, but I don't actually have it. So let's see. Does he have any Rocks users? Omastar. Omastar is this Rock user. I think I might just lead with Exeggutor. Exeggutor only loses to Moltres and Mewtwo Shadow Ball, but we can live one. So yeah, I'll try the Exeggutor lead. All right. Spec Lord Helix. That's why I'm leading. Hey, that's why I'm leading with this. Pikachu versus Exeggutor. This is potentially a winnable matchup for me. And I actually want to say, I think it's a roll for me to one-shot with Psychic. We're going to look up some calcs here. So give me a sec to look up some calcs. And I just want to see if there is any chance that I one-shot with Psychic. Otherwise, I'm going to use Mega Drain. And you don't want to Sleep Powder this. It's a waste of a Sleep Powder here. Exeggutor. We're going to be modest. Let me see. It's going to be hard to calculate against a Partner Pikachu because I don't know Partner Pikachu's exact base stats. But I think I got shots here, so give me a sec. Doesn't one shot. Just notice the face cam? Yeah, that's my face. That's what I look like. So yeah, we're just gonna go for a he could have the float fall move, but like Mega Drain's gonna do a lot and mitigate a lot of that. He goes for a dig. Okay. So since we know that he's gonna be digging, he's gonna come in and hit us. I think this turn you go for Sleep Powder because it's a free Sleep Powder. It's completely different from, you know, just going for a random Sleep Powder because we know he has to get hit with this, or we know we got at least one shot to go for it for free because like look at this damage. We're mitigating so much damage here, and we're just gonna go for a Sleep Powder. And if we would have missed that, that would have been completely fair. Would have been completely fair if we missed that Sleep Powder. But now we're in a really, really good spot. Check out his team one more time, see if I even want to Mega Drain. I think I'm going to Psychic, because switch to Moltres would be really, really good for me here. I wonder if I want to Leech Seed, but I really think I want to get some damage on Moltres right now. So switching Pikachu, it possibly comes in with, like, I really think it's going to be Moltres. Yeah, it's like I play the game. It's like I play the game. So, go for Psychic. I don't have Moltres. He has Moltres. And so, we did that instead of a Mega Drain to really punish it. And we get a crit. So, we are rewarded for our outplay. And let's see. You can go for Fire Attacks. You can go for Air Slash. I think Starmie's a decent switch in here. I think Starmie's decent. Moltres doesn't really have a way to deal with that. Best you can do is like Roost this turn. Will-O-Wisp isn't that hot. I think I just come in with I think I'm going to come in with Starmie in this situation. Yeah, this is my team right here. So we're going to come with Starmie. And we're going to go for that punish. It'd be really funny to see him start charging up a Solar Beam or something. But once we get Moltres off the board, it's going to be a lot easier to use Exeggutor. So I haven't played in almost a year. No, I feel you, dude. I feel you, my guy. It's been a hot minute. So Flamethrower, let's see if he gets a burn. I really don't think he's going to. I could have switched in Aerodactyl here instead of the Starmie. Starmie resists the same things Aerodactyl does, but he gets a crit here. I didn't want Aerodactyl eating the crit, and I really didn't want Aerodactyl eating the burn, which is why I opted to switch in my special attacker instead of my physical attacker, and we're rewarded here. We can go for a Scald. Let's see if Scald or Psychic is a better play. Scald is somewhat the better play, but I think I'm actually going to go for the Psychic because I'd rather get a special D-drop on a Snorlax than a potential burn on Snorlax because Snorlax can pack Facade. So, Psychic will KO Moltres from here, and it's really, really good. I do expect something like Mewtwo to come out in this situation, potentially something like Snorlax. If he sends out either of those, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Flamethrower did a lot, and the thing is, like, I really didn't want my Aerodactyl to get burned. Remember, Flamethrower has a 10% chance to burn, and I don't want to deal with that. And so Pikachu actually hasn't even started its sleep turns yet, so we're completely free to go for at least one Psychic, at least one. And I'm not as strong as Exeggutor, but I should be fine here. Hopefully he doesn't wake up, but you know, we'll see. Worst case scenario, he wakes up. You know, it's not the end of the world. Yo, another sub! Positively DJ! What's up, That's? Just thought I would stop by and see how things were with you. Hopefully things are going well. Things are going great, and my guy, welcome to the hashtag Caterpie Club. Put those subs up. Thank you so much, popping those subs. You know, I need it. Thank you, my guy. I'm doing great. I think I'm going to Scald this time, because I think he might switch to Mewtwo. And this is an outplay against Mewtwo. Alright, he just stays asleep. The reason why we switched up that time was because we've shown Psychic for 2 turns in a row now. We showed an Affinity for using Psychic. We hadn't shown Scald. And I would like to get a burn on a Mewtwo versus, like, I don't think he would switch the Snorlax in on said Psychic. So we're lucky. We luckily got a 2nd turn sleep there. But let's see. Let's see if he sends out Mewtwo or if he sends out Snorlax in this situation. Mewtwo or Snorlax, which one you're working with? Like, he's not going to send the Hitmonchan out. It's not going to be Hitmonchan. Don't send out your Hitmonchan. I mean, Hitmonchan should be able to live the Psychic, because Hitmonchans historically have a pretty high base special D, but that doesn't mean, like, you want to. Like, this ain't it, man! I don't know if you got a family, but, like, yeah, I see you had to be plus special D, and just, like, Adam and Hitmonchan, July Hitmonchan don't do it. Those battles have to stick together. Yes, we do. And Jury Expert, how's it going? We take the Hitmonchan! I don't know why he just donated it, but now finally Snorlax joins the fray. And let's see. Speaking of Caterpie, are we going to get Mega Butterfree? I think they're not going to make any more Mega Evolutions. I'm actually going to you want me to talk about that? You want me to talk about how I know they're not going to make any more Mega Evolutions? I could definitely talk about it. I'm just going to go for a Psychic. And Starmie's definitely did its whole job. Again, I don't want to burn it because I don't want Facade to do a lot of damage. Talk, bro. So the reason we are not going to get any Mega Evolutions, maybe thinking like, they didn't make any Mega Evolutions in like Ultra Sun and Moon, right? They made all the Mega Evolutions in like X and Y. And then they made, wow, I'm alive. Holy moly. Can he fighting types, Lord, and Let's Go and Sucker Punch? I think there's one. Doug Trio gets it, but it's not a fighting type. Is yours Mega Aerodactyl? Yeah, it's Mega Aerodactyl. So, like, there are Mega Evolutions in Gen 6, right? There's Mega Evolutions in X and Y and a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, right? Payday! Oh, dude! He's cashing in! Oh my gosh, the BM! Holy moly. That's hilarious. I love seeing that. Yeah, I'm gonna use that animation in a thumbnail, I'm sure. Payday! He's cashing it. Alright, Poliwrath's decent here, but let's see how I want to actually deal with this. Because I don't want him to come out with Mewtwo and get Calm Mind off. This is fine. I'm okay with this. But, so yeah, all the Mega Evolutions were in Gen 6, right? And what they've done is in Gen 7, they've, like, carried the Mega Evolutions over. They're like, yeah, we know you guys like these, so we'll keep them, but there haven't been any new ones, right? Yo, another sub! Holy moly, everyone's sub expires today! Shaftmaster, Twitch Prime, 3 months, welcome to the Caterpie Club. Holy moly. Welcome to the Plus Bus once again, my guy. Thank you so much. So much. I love it. Really, really appreciate it, and again, I hope we're having a good day. But yeah, they haven't made any new, Mega Evolutions, right? They haven't made any new ones. But they've carried them over because they've already implemented them into the game. And so what I think they did was, people always like, I want this Mega Evolution, I want this one, and their Pokemon's really trying to be like, well, that was that gen's gimmick. Like, we're not doing that anymore, and you guys don't want to let it die. And so what they did was, that's one of the reasons they even made Let's Go and released it when they did. They're like, fine, we'll give you one more game where you can, like, really use your Mega Evolutions, and they'll keep the Mega Evolutions that they already have, that you'll be able to get them at, like, the end of the game, I'm sure. But they're not going to make any new ones. Like, you know what game would have had new Mega Evolutions? This one. It would have been this one right here would have had new Mega Evolutions. and it didn't. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't call mine. Just, like, one-shot me, please. Please one-shot me. I never knew Collection work at OU, but I used an explosion set and it works really nice. Are you talking about Let's Go OU or Smogon OU? Like, you're just talking about OU, but you're like, Let's Go OU, or like, what kind of OU you working with, my guy? But yeah, there's not gonna be more megas. It just doesn't work like that. You want Mewtwo X, and that's a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna try something. We're gonna try something and see if it works. How's that sound? How's that sound, chat? All right. All right. Let's go for we're gonna Mega, and we're gonna go for a Toxic. Toxic, boys. El Toxic. If you want Mewtwo X, sorry, if you want Mewtwo Y, I would just want for a Rock Slide. But he doesn't take like any damage from a Rock Slide, so we might as well just go for this. So we're gonna go for Toxic. Yes, Toxic Aerodactyl. El Toxico. And we're gonna like wait up the Uber, and then we should be pretty good. Swift. Feeling the swiftness. Guys, if you want to see a really funny video, type like feel your swiftness into YouTube. It's gonna come out with a channel named Balloon Shop. It's really, really funny. Is there a reason to rock since his last Pokemon? It is Omastar. I gotta watch out for that. I gotta save my Exeggutor then to deal with that. Just go for a rock set then. I'm gonna be honest, I hacked most of my Mons in Ultra Sun and Moon. I'm sure, yeah. A lot of people did. Hacking isn't that big of a deal. Like, I made a video talking about it. Like, I don't do it, but like, as long as you're hacking within like the respectable boundaries set within our communities, it's completely fine. Falling in love with the Poliwrath versus Momono matchup, it's actually pretty good. I think it's actually pretty good. It's definitely not bad at all. We're gonna roost once here. Love you guys. I was having internet issues, but hopefully these are resolved so I see you more often. Yes. Yo, we love seeing you too, my guy. We love seeing you too. So Roost here is giving us like a completely extra turn unless he gets a crit. Hell, no critto. And you see how we completely like wall his Mewtwo here in this situation? It's really weird. Like, that's like a super Uber. And we're like, how's it going, man? How about I just wall you forever? Wouldn't that be nice? I've hacked Mons, have a full-time job and family. Yeah, I mean, that's how it works. You know, that's how a lot of people roll. But I mean, I don't really hack. I hacked in like Gen 4 to play battles with my friends to like test teams for like YouTube and stuff. I think that's completely different. I would never go to a tournament with a hacked Pokemon. But it is what it is. Like, I made a really long video like talking about it. He's gonna switch out, but like, this could actually end up being a problem because he's probably gonna smash. L smash. We're actually gonna show you guys a relatively underutilized thing here. If I Stealth Rocks, his Mewtwo's KO'd at the end of one turn. Let's see. But Let's Go Pikachu removes the ability, like, need to hack Mons. I agree. If I had Taunt, I'd use it. I don't. So we're just gonna go for Rock Slide. Rock is actually neutral against Rock. He's taking neutral damage. Show me that flinch, chat. Put those Rock emotes up. Hydro Pump. I'll take it. I'll take it. I use Skill Sync, Jolly Soul Slash for Shell Smash, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Explosion on Smogon. I think my favorite Cloyster set is Shell Smash, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast. Why aren't you using Rock Blast? And Ice Shard. And I've probably won... I've won well over $1,000 playing in singles terms with that set. It's definitely my favorite Cloyster set, and I've won so many tournaments playing with that Pokemon. Just gonna bring Eevee out. You made a video responding to our Discord convo. Yep. But yeah, it's a pretty hot topic. But you know, I'm not really the drama-ish type guy. At the end of the day, I just like it so people, like, as long as you play the game the way you want to play the game, that totally works. And that's pretty much the point of the video. Gen 7, Let's Go Pikachu Eevee are the first time I ever attempted serious team building because of how easy it's become. Yep, it's pretty easy. Like, back in my day, back when hacking was, like, really, really big, even in, like, Gen 5, what I did was I went and, what was it? I would go to regionals. I'd be like, man, I have my nature on this Pokemon. I have all my egg moves, and I have 2 perfect Ivies. And I'm like, I'm gonna win the freaking regional, right? You know what I mean? Like, I was so hyped to have a Pokemon that had 2 perfect Ivies. And like, I've top cut multiple regionals with Pokemon that have not perfect stats and bad natures and bad Ivies. It's all about how you use them. The most important thing in a Pokemon is its nature. Then like, sorry, the first important thing is its moveset. Then it's nature. Then like its item. Then it's Ivy's. It's Ivy's. It's like whatever, you know. We take those wins though. We take those.